What's happening, peeps and peepettes? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. In this video, we are going to take a closer look at the Klingon version of the Temporal Destroyer. So I currently do not have that thing unpacked, so we are going to go all of the details right here. The the Temporal Destroyer comes with a enhanced Manheim Device Universal Console module. This console is based on Dr. Paul Manheim's anti-gravity work in the early and mid-24th century. His experiment caused ripples in time, now called the Manheim effect. The Manheim Device console can create quantum duplicates of yourself, one of the past, one of the future. This console will provide a passive boost to shield hardness, drain expertise, and control expertise as well. It's also part of a set. If you have the Manheim device, the Tippler cylinder console equipped with activating temporal backstab will cause all nearby foes to freeze in time until the sequence has ended. It can be equipped in any of the time ships, including the tier 5 versions, the older versions of this thing, or including the new one if you have them both. After achieving level 5 in your Temporal Destroyer, you will unlock the 1.21 Terawatt Starship Trait. While this trait is slotted, suffering electrical or radiation damage will grant a reduction in the cooldown timers of your captain abilities. This may trigger only once several seconds. Now there is a the 1.21 terawatts is like, you know, a reference from Back to the Future. So I don't know why they actually put this thing in the game, and I've been reading all of you guys commenting, but nobody really makes a good reference to why they put this in the game. So maybe that's something the developers might actually get some clarification on. What is up with the with the reference? I don't get it. Anyway, moving on. Hull strength of 30,000. I think it's going to be 40,000 at level 60 with a shield modifier of 1.05. That's really low. With a crew complement of 250. All right. 4 weapons on the front, 3 on the aft. Room for 2 devices. We have a console modification, 5 tactical, 2 engineering, and 4 science. With a base rate of 15 degrees per second with an impulse modifier of 0.2. Also has that experimental weapon slot. This thing can equip dual cannons, plus 15 to weapon power and also plus 5 to auxiliary power. Also with that universal console. Has a couple of registry name prefix options. Yeah, really cool. Starship Mastery Package. This thing gonna be a destroyer, so we got precise weapon system, enhanced weapon banks, devastating weaponry, and enhanced weapon system. And also that's unlockable Starship Trait, 1.21 terawatts. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to go and head over to the customization of this thing and see what kind of customization we are going to do. After that, we are going to go and head over in space to do this comparison in the size of the ship against the Lucari science ship. That is a free ship that you guys should have owned already. And after that, we are going to equip all of the visuals and see how this thing is going to change its appearance with all of the different visuals that we have currently in the game. After that, we are going to take a closer look at the bridge officer station, the Admiralty card, and we are going to take this thing into combat as last part of this video. So I hope to see you in all of those. So here we are in the customization. We have this thing. I think this one has much more appeal than the temporal science than if you compare the two of them. I do love the design up here on the wings at first glance. Wow. I like this one, even though it's a little bit flat up here. Maybe like an earlier design of these of these ships. Wow, that's really something. What is this? Is this like the tier 5 version of this thing? Wow, that is the Kern. Please let me know what this ship is all about, because I have no idea. This is like a different template, so it should relate to the tier 5, I guess. But anyway, this is the one that we are going to take a closer look and go all the way of like dissecting this ship and what it is all about. So we got a temporal ship bridge, and we don't have any different window types, but we do have lots and lots of material types. So let me place this thing somewhere where it's really cool and highlighted. We got the Korath material type. Kind of like it. Wow, these are like, you know, like skyline windows, or these deep patterns. That's nice. That is freakingly beautiful. I like it. Yeah, I like that. The Kren is basically just like the template, or at least with the material types on top. Okay. That is cool to look at, though. I do love the gold faded color. That's really beautiful. That is nice. So this is how it comes. No, wait a minute. This is from the temporal. The temporal science ship, the material types. Okay, so if you own both of them, you basically are going to get more and more of these patterns. That's nice. That's so cool that they actually gave us this as an option. A type 0. Now, I do have to say, like, if you guys don't have like the same material types, and you're like looking at this ship and it's like, why does he have different material types than I? Well, that has to do because, like, you know, most of the ships I already own. Plus, I have access to the veteran upgrade, but that's going to be later on. That has to do with my account, because I have like a lifetime membership in STO, so I'm getting a little bit of perks on my account. So those perks are being different material types than the normal free-to-play account. So keep that in mind. That, you know, so you're not missing out on a lot of stuff, but you know, the really cool stuff, you are missing out. Material type number 1 right here. I do like it. It's like the stripped down version of, like, I don't know, like metal or something like that, right? Has seen a lot of combat, and now it's due to for a for a repainting job. Oh, that's nice. All right, moving on to material type number 2. Got a little bit of a bluish tint going on. That's nice. It's good that they added this thing to the material types, but to be honest, I would not use this on my ship. We got the material type number 3. Okay. That's interesting. What do we got? 4? Oh, I like 4. 4 is badass. Oh yeah, 4 is a really good material type right here. That's nice. Yeah, I like 4. So we got the upgraded skin material type. Can actually see that glow transition there, and that's really cool. All right, let's see underneath. Not bad, not bad. I like it. And the veteran. I do enjoy this part. Look at these. Like underneath, you guys can actually see that there is like a reddish highlight tint going on. That is nice. Kind of like the design of this thing. It's kind of like simple, but with the folded down wings. But it's still cool. It even has like turrets up here. Oh, that is so cool. All right, what else can we do? We do have like different styles of hull. We don't have, you know, the top disc or the bottom disc that we can actually change, but we do have like different patterns that we can put on. Just selecting something at random just to give you guys a little bit of a option to see what colors you can actually or at least what panels you can actually colorize. Maybe greenish. Okay, so we do have like there as an option to colorize it a little bit, but that's, you know, depending on what kind of like pattern overlays you're going to put on your ship, because there are different ones. Draco, for an example, like totally different. And this one, yeah, totally different. You get like, you know, different spots where you can actually change the way that this ship is going to look like. But what we are going to do right now is I'm going to cancel all of the changes that I made because I'm butchering this ship and I'm not doing it any justice. I'm going to get over into space and compare this thing against the Lucari in its size comparison. And after that, we are going to start equipping the different visuals. So we are in space right now. You guys can see on your left, we got the Lucari science ship. It's not bigger than that. It's like basically the same ship, or at least in its, you know, in its size. Not that much bigger. Kind of looks, you know, the same profile from the front and the left and the right. It's basically the same ship in its size, not that big, or at least not that small. And the turning rate is really good because it is a destroyer after all. But yeah, very nice. Yeah, not much to say about the size difference between these two ships. It's basically like, I don't know if this is going to be like the standard of whatever, like, you know, escort or destroyers are going to be, but it's basically the same ship. And I kind of like it. Anyway, let me just go and start equipping all of the different visuals on the next part. Alrighty, we are at the Jill Nolan Dyson Sphere. Some of you guys have actually recommended this place for a long time, but I just haven't been here. Just not, you know, just, I don't know. I don't really think it's like, you know, the best place to showcase these visuals, but it is what it is. If you guys like it, I'm going to use it. And this is where we are. This is how the ship looks like coming out of the box. No modification done to it at all. Because like I said, I'm going to cancel all of the changes that I made when we were doing the customization. And this is how it looks like. I do like it. Kind of gives me that bird of prey feeling with, especially with these patterns that they, I don't know what they are, like teardrops or something like that. Very nice. But we are going to start equipping all of the different visuals, and we're going to start off with the adapted, let me lower this thing. The adapted version of the Mako, and the Mako is the Klingon Honor Guard on the KDF but basically the same visuals. No, there's the ages, that one. So we got the adapted Mako on the Federation version, and on the Klingon version you got the adapted Klingon Honor Guard. And if you listen closely, that deflector dish has their own unique sound. There. It's like it's chewing on something. Ooh, really weird. All right, moving on to the Aegis. This and this and the Aegis, that one. Here we go with the Aegis visuals. And let me flip this thing to the other side so you can have a little bit of a darker skin tone. The simulated Borg is going to be the next one. Always fun to see the Borg simulate a particular vessel. Look at this thing. Nice. It's like... yeah, these modifications that the Borg are doing is really cool. You actually see, like, you know, this big huge deflector dish. At first glance you're like, oh, okay, this thing is full of Borg. I am not seeing the impulse engine modifier anywhere, though. We do see the impulse engine, but not the warp nacelle. Or is that just me? Am I not seeing it correctly? All right, next is going to be the counter command. That one. And this one. Wow, this thing totally changed. Look at that. This thing is... okay. I don't know how to feel about these changes. I kind of like the darker version. Yeah, I like this. I do enjoy this part. All right, let me flip this thing over to give you guys a little bit of a darker texture, if any. All right, next in line, the Delta. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go with the delta visuals. Delta visuals are a little bit off, or at least I think it is off. All right, let me flip this thing over, give you guys a little bit of a lighter color. So that was the delta. Moving on to the Dyson. Dyson. Wow, look at this. It's like totally boned out. It's like the color of bone. Very nice. All right, next in line is going to be the Iconians, or at least their visual. All 3 pieces of the Iconian visuals. Now, some of these visuals, or at least these space sets, they have their own animation. Like you guys are seeing, the deflector dish has that own animation right there. And some of them also have like engine trail animation. So that's why I'm actually equipping all 3 pieces of these ships. But mostly, or at least only the shield give you the markers and stuff like that that go on top of the hull. All right, next is going to be the Jem'Hadar. No, that's not. That one's the gem. That one is the gem, and that one is the Jem'Hadar. Nice, right? Now you can also equip cannons on this thing, so dual heavy cannons and stuff like that. All right, let me flip it over. A little bit of a darker shade, but that's okay. All right, next is going to be the Nukara visuals. That one, and this one. Nukara visuals right on your screen with the Temporal Destroyer from the Klingon version. Kind of like it. With the Nukara, with the Jem'Hadar, with the Dyson, definitely with the Dyson. And the counter command totally changed the ship. Wow, very nice. Alright, let me flip this thing over at this side. You know, this thing right here, this, I don't know what to call it. Kind of reminds me of like Stargate. Because it has that circular thing and it's like, you know, this part is right here when they usually like come out of the vortex. Next is going to be the Omega. Yes. 2 pieces and the third one is right there. And flipping this thing over. Alright, next is gonna be the Riemann. Riemann, and Riemann. Yep. This is how the Riemann, or at least not how it should look. It should look like this, with a little bit of like a darker shade. I do love this part though with the wings. The wings are really good. Somebody did a really good job on the wings. And even these, I don't know what to call them, these flaps up here. Maybe I can show it right here. These flaps, these part, that is really cool. But this, the way it looks like here, you know, it's kind of cool as well, right? Little bit of a chrome design. Everything is being reflected off the hull. All right, moving on to the Romulan. The Romulan version. Not really seeing it though. I mean, obviously you can see these big lines up here. These are from the Romulan visuals. I'm not really feeling it with the Romulan visuals. Something is off. All right, next is going to be the temporal. Here we go with the temporal visuals on the Temporal Destroyer, so it should be good. A good match between them, but is it? All right, let me flip this thing over. Can actually see it right away at first glance. You're going to get like a more creamy color when it's like hitting the sunlight, or when the sunlight is hitting this thing. Temporal disco. Next, one of my personal favorites as well, the Terran visuals. Looking good, looking good. Oh, that placing of the deflector dish could have been a little bit better. I do like it though. It's really nice. It's really nice. I like it. All right, next one, Breen. Down the list we go. This one, that one, and this one. Kind of like the Breen though. It's really nice on this thing, man. That thing is definitely like a Stargate. I actually wonder how they do all of these visuals on these things. Now, obviously, you have like, you know, like these as templates and stuff like that, but you still need to align them, right? You still need to make use of different patterns and overlays and stuff like that. I would love to see something like a video how they do this. Next is going to be the Lucari visuals. Now this one should be good. This one should be good. Oh wow, it is good. Oh, that is so nice. Oh man, I love it. Man, you can never go wrong with the Lucari visuals. Beautiful, beautiful. That transitional glow is awesome. And next is gonna be the Prevailing Regalia space set. That one. Oh my god, this thing looks amazing with this thing. Are you kidding me? That's nice. Wow, I did not expect it to use the old colors. I thought everything was going to be like one color from the front all the way to the back, but this looks, wow, this looks really good. Very nice. Good job, Cryptic development team on most of the visuals. There's still room for improvement. Though I'm not seeing those big mirrors or those reflective panels on this thing. Usually have like, oh, they're right there. Okay, just one. Just one in the entire ship. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. All right, next one, the Bajoran visuals. Here we go, Bajoran visuals. Let me remove the mouse so you guys can have a better look. Kind of blends in with the environment, right? That gate on the background kind of has the same colors. All right, so we got two more of these visuals to go. One of them being the Zenkethi, right there on your screen. Wow, very nice. I love the black that they're using right here for the wings and from the part right here when it goes down. Very nice. Good job, guys. Did a really good job on this thing. All right, so the last of these visuals that I'm going to display is the Discovery visuals. The one that you guys are currently looking at is from the TV show The Discovery. And this intricate design, if you can call it that, really well made. Came from the sarcophagus starship. They're basically using that for the entire Klingon fleet. And I like it. I really do. I really enjoy it. It's like clockwork. If you open up the inside of, like, you know, those mechanical clocks, you always see like something moving on the background, and underneath that you see something else move. Kind of reminds me of that, right? Very nice. All right, so that was all of the visuals on this Temporal Destroyer. Now this is a tier 6 ship, so it should be really good on dishing out DPS as it is currently in the game. It has 4 weapons on the front, 3 on the aft, and 1 experimental weapon slot. So you can put all of these experimental 360-degree targeting arc weapons up here, and yeah, it should be really good on DPS. I mean, just coming out of all of the slots and items that you can place up here. Should be good. We have room for 2 devices. That's kind of like lacking a little bit. So we got room for 2 engineering slots. We have room for 4 science console slots. So you can do science DPS on this thing as well if you are going to go that route if you want to. And tactical to enhance, your phasers, your cannons, your beams, your torpedoes, whatever way you can actually want to go with this thing, you can actually go. Starship Mastery, so level 1 +5 in accuracy rating, level 2 +15% in critical severity, level 3 2.5% in critical chance, level 4 +10% in kinetic and energy-based weapons, so you cannot go wrong with that. And 2.20 or 1.21 terawatt is that unlockable Starship Trait. When receiving electrical or radiation damage, reduces recharge time on captain abilities by 5% and maximum once per 10 seconds. Yeah, just based off on the destroyer package that this thing has on the Starship Mastery, I would say go the old-fashioned traditional way of doing DPS with cannons, beams, and torpedoes, because this thing is enhancing all of them, and not go science heavy. But that is just based off on the mastery right here. Also, critical chance, critical severity. So I would say, go the old-fashioned way. The universal console details right here. The enhanced Manheim Device, plus 12.4 in Starship Control, 12.4 in Starship Drain Expertise, and also plus, or at least 5% in Shield Resistance. When you're going to activate this thing, plus 100 all damage resistance rating for the next 30 seconds, and creates a future and past quantum duplicate of your ship. That is going to help you kick the enemy's butt, if you can say it like that. Now I also have the 2 pieces, so adds fragment time to the triple rewind time ability. All the nearby foes become held and untargetable. Because I have both of them equipped. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the Admiralty card, so I'll be right back. So here it is, 4 stars in its rarity. We got 29 points in engineering, 68 in tactical, so definitely tactical heavy, and 29 in science with 18 hours in maintenance, plus 8 tactical per energy ship, per engine ship, sorry, no, per engineering ship, or a science ship that you're going to slot up with the same project. 18 hour in maintenance, and it is currently on reserve because it's not being utilized. Very nice. We have the bridge officer station that came, alright, that came pre-selected, right, like that. We have a lieutenant commander universal station. We have a lieutenant universal station, 2 tacticals, heavy, so definitely awesome. We have a lieutenant commander tactical / temporal ops, so a specialist right here, temporal ops, and a normal commander tactical station, so definitely heavy on tactical, if I can pronounce stuff. And I'm just going to go with survivability and DPS on this build. Like I always say, don't use this as a build. No real thought has gone into this. Just, I need a little bit of survivability because I really don't want to blow up on this video. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing into combat and see how good it's going to perform. To display this thing in combat, I'm just using Chargh'poH as a proving ground. Whoa, what is that? Don't you dare zoom in like that. That was scary. So that is that experimental beam that you guys saw right here. The iron stream projector. There it goes again. My right shields are failing. You guys hear that? That's not good. Let me just get some more shield power. Sure. Now I am having a little bit of difficulty killing these guys. Normally should be like moving on to the next phase of this ship or this patrol. But that has to do with me having, you know, really bad skills and abilities, and traits are not even existing on this character. There we go. That guy's dead. Turning it is really good. It is definitely a destroyer. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yep. Definitely a destroyer, so heavily on... the hell was that? Oh, the Negvar did that. Alright. That was that chained attack. That's nice. Actually killed off like 2 of these guys. Yeah, you take that. Yeah, as I was saying, definitely heavy on tactical and, you know, dealing out DPS, but not so good on taking DPS because, you know, the lack of enough consoles, maybe 3 or 4, should give you a really cool boost. And I'm not really the best tanker out here to actually give you guys a build on tanking or advice on tanking. So, oh, that's gonna kick me up my butt too. But it's doing a lot of DPS coming out of the box, so it's definitely, you know, a good ship to improve upon. And obviously, you know, I can't actually tell you the way, you know, you should play the game in your particular game style, not, you know, not play it like I do. Because if you look at what I'm having right here, I even have like an ability for dispersal pattern beta, that is mining for if you're using mines. So, you know, there's something else should come up here. Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to do like, you know, budget builds and stuff like that, you can definitely, you know, equip enough of tactical consoles to enhance, you know, your DPS abilities on this thing. And survivability might be a little bit of an issue because you don't have enough consoles for hull healing and stuff like that. When you're going to do science, you can definitely use like gravity well and placate enemies and stuff like that. Hold them in place. Do all of these science DPS if you want to, even though I wouldn't recommend it because based upon the Starship Mastery and the console layout, I would say just go tactical heavy and use these science consoles ability, or at least the science bridge officer abilities right here to maybe enhance that. Enhance your weapon DPS a little bit. So yeah, this thing is this thing is from the Lobi. It's, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest.
Only if you really, 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 really want this thing to have this thing on for yourself, I would say grab it if you're like, high on EC and on Lobi. But I don't see, if they don't make any changes to, some kind of special ability on this thing, I wouldn't recommend buying this thing or just, putting resources into obtaining this ship. And I'm usually not the one that's like, that much negative, but I don't see anything special about this ship. I mean, it's just there. There is no special ability that makes this ship unique. There are no like enhancement to hangar pets or anything like that. This is just, this is just a normal ship that can do DPS. That's about it. But anyway, that was my review on this thing, guys. I hope you guys had a little bit of fun of entertainment coming out of my channel. I hope you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something out of this video. I would love to see you on the next video as well. For now, I would say take care and later.